Basically, what is going on right now? So basically, the U.S. government announced a ban on NVIDIA's chip exports to China, and basically after hours, they're down tremendously. Another news that happened today, or that is currently developing, it started on Monday, but basically the FTC trial could force Meta to break up because they're basically saying that Meta is kind of like a monopoly. So another thing that's going on is that retail investors are buying the dip during this whole this whole tariff turmoil that's going on. And that's pretty much it for the news of that's recent of today. And so basically, if you guys want to learn how to trade options, purchase my ebook located at wordly41.gumroad.com. If you're looking for stocks that are on sale, use this website called finviz.com. It's a screener that lets you scan for stocks that are at a high or a low. And then if you're looking for trading options that have tons of volume or high volatility, use this free website called barchart.com. All links will be in the description below or in the video. So basically, how did I make $1,377 just trading a couple of Microsoft put options? So basically on April 4th, so looking at, let's see, Amazon 4th on the 30-minute time chart. Most of my trades I do them on the 30-minute time chart. So 950, 1044, 950, so 950, 1044. So let's look at 950, 1044, 950, 10. Let's see. 950. Was it this one? Okay, yeah. So basically, I bought some put options here on Microsoft as soon as it reached the 50-day moving average. And then 1044, I said, right? 1044? Yeah, 1044, which is literally the next candle, I think. Let me see. Hold on. How far is this thing? Okay, I just went past it. So basically 1044, which would be this candle right here. So basically, once I saw the rejection of Microsoft getting rejected by it looks like the 200-day moving average, I was just patiently waiting to see if Microsoft could once again go below the 50-day moving average, and that's exactly what happened. So this same candle, as soon as I saw that it was approaching the 50-day moving average again and it got rejected by it, I was just waiting for a slight decline of Microsoft, and that's what exactly happened. And so once it approached the 20-day moving average, I sold out as soon as possible out the position, and that's basically how I made $1,377 trading Microsoft put options. So this trade was pretty easy. It only took like a couple minutes, and it was sold within that same day. And basically, what I try to do is I try to use the moving averages as support or resistance. And basically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to basically try to analyze the trend of that certain stock, right? So, for example, here today, Microsoft, right? It's kind of tricky in a way, but once I saw that, okay, basically the 9-day moving average has crossed over the 20-day moving average. That's basically a bearish trend for the short term. So basically, if I were to buy put options, I would just patiently wait until I see some rejection by either the 20-day moving average or the 9-day moving average. And basically, you can see that 1, 2, 3 candles got rejected by the 20-day moving average. So I could have bought or not me, right? But if you were trading puts yourself, right? You could have bought puts here, you could have bought puts here, you could have bought puts here, and basically, once you start seeing that, okay, this candle had trouble breaking the 20-day moving average, this candle also had trouble breaking the 20-day moving average, I could enter into a small put position on Microsoft, and basically, once I see that it gets rejected by the 20-day moving average, I'm going to sell out for a profit once it approaches the 50-day moving average. So once it reaches the 20-day moving average, I'm just going to basically wait to see if it can land or, approach the 50-day moving average. And basically, that's how I would play it safe. I wouldn't, try to risk, knowing that if that trade didn't go my way, at least I only put in a little bit of money, knowing that, okay, I can tolerate losing a little bit of money here and there, right? But, at least I didn't put all my money into that, single trade. And basically, I also try to do what it's called, it's dollar cost averaging, but with options. And basically what you're trying to do is, let's say, I don't know, let's say you bought put options here, right? And not even here, like let's say you bought at the low of this candle 387, right? And you just made a mistake, like, okay, I made a mistake, I bought at the low at 387. The next thing that you could do, right, let's say it starts going up and it approaches the 20-day moving average, right? Basically what you want to do is buy another couple of put options once it approaches that 20-day moving average. That way your average won't be at a bad spot. That way when you start seeing Microsoft decline, you can also start seeing your position be in the green a lot more faster. So basically I try to dollar cost average sometimes, basically on base stuff if my I guess like game plan goes wrong. So I try not to use all of my money in instantly in in a trade. I try to use like, okay, 5K in this little small position, and if it starts going wrong, I'll start analyzing where I can buy. If I'm playing calls or puts, depending on what I'm playing, I'll buy more. That way my my average won't be in a bad spot. That way when that particular stock starts going up or down, depending on what you're playing, calls or puts, my position won't be in a bad spot. And I could sell out for a small loss. That way I can move on to the next trade. So I basically use the moving averages as support and resistance. I try to, analyze patterns, and I basically try to dollar cost average, in a way with options. So basically, that is pretty much it basically for now. And like I said, if you guys want to learn how to trade options, purchase my ebook located at wordly41.gumroad.com. If you're looking for stocks on sale, look for this screener website called finviz.com. And if you're looking for volatile options to trade or options that have tons of volume, use this free website called barchart.com. Basically, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, take care. And this is not financial advice. As always, take care. Bye.